Hi everyone, today I wanted to do an everyday version of an Arabic style makeup look. I know that I've gotten lots of requests for an Arabic style makeup, which I will do for you, but I wanted to do something that could also be worn maybe for Valentine's Day. When you see Arabic women, usually they really accentuate their eyes and they create this really gorgeous cat eye shape using lots of eyeshadow. The eyeshadow extends really far out. They have super defined brows, and that's really what the focus is. It's on these eyes. The eyeshadow was really extended to kind of create this shape. I didn't go too intense with this because, again, this is something that I want you guys to feel like you can do for, you know, on a regular basis, and it's not too extreme. You want to use a bit of color with this, and I use kind of like these plummy purples, and you could switch out the color to any color you want. You could use reds, you could use greens, you could use blues, so don't feel committed to using purples. And also I kept the lip totally neutral. I just put a clear gloss on, so the lip color will go with any eyeshadow color that you use. If you want to see the full list of all the products I used, you could click on the link below, which will take you to my blog, and I'll list every single product. And if you want to see how this everyday version of an Arabic style makeup that could also be used for Valentine's Day, just keep watching. I've already prepped my eye with eye primer on my lid and a little bit along my lower lash line. It's called Grain from MAC, and I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush. This is mint brush number 22, and I'm packing this color pretty much all the way, about 3/4 of the way onto my lid, in the inner corner, and just a little bit higher past my crease. Next color I'm taking is Cork from MAC. This is a medium tone brown. I'm using the Mint 20 blending brush, and you want to apply this color into your crease, kind of back and forth like a windshield wiper motion, going all the way across and then blending out and up. And then with a clean brush, you just want to go back and blend out the edges to soften them. This is the way to avoid having any harsh lines. Going back to my flat eyeshadow brush, I'm adding a dark brown eyeshadow. This is number 138 from Makeup Forever. Then you want to just push that color on the outer corner of your eye, keeping the inner part nice and bright, and just keeping that dark color on the outer corner only. Then one more time with your clean blending brush, just soften that edge out. Next I'm taking this really beautiful purple. This is number 160 from Makeup Forever. Taking my pencil brush, this is mint brush number 24. And I'm just looking straight ahead in the mirror, and right along the outer V of our eye, we want to emphasize that V shape with this purple eyeshadow. So you're kind of following the lash line, bringing it up, and then bringing it across. And I'm going about 3/4 of the way in. Then once you have that, you want to go in with your clean blending brush one more time. Softly blend out those edges. Using my angled brush, this is mint brush number 26, I'm taking this really dark, this is actually dark purple, but it looks almost black, and this is called Shadowy Lady from MAC. I'm just getting that onto my brush. And right at the base of my lashes, very close to the base, I'm running this color along, kind of rubbing it into my lashes. I'm not trying to make this look really smoky, so I'm just using this color to define my lower lash line, but without smoking it out too much. And once you get to the inner corner, you want to keep it pretty thin and just keep it a slightly bit thicker along the outer corner. To highlight my brow bone, I'm using the color Albatross from NARS. I'm just using Mint number 20 for this. I want to add just a bit of shimmer to this look, so I'm using a star powder from Makeup Forever. This is number 947. It looks like just applying this with my finger. I find it's sometimes one of the best ways to apply these pigments. Right hot, just to highlight that part of the lid where we had the lighter shade. Just kind of press that pigment in till it blends out nicely. To complete the eye look, we're going to curl our lashes and add lots of mascara, and I'm also going to add a pair of these false lashes from Red Sherry. I'm going back with my angled brush one more time, but I've actually wet it a little bit this time, and that dark purple eyeshadow, Shadowy Lady. So I'm going to apply this eyeshadow wet just at the base of my lashes to define just our top lash line. Really nice way of doing it without getting a super harsh line. This is going to be nice and subtle. Before applying foundation, it's really important to prime your skin, so I've used the HD primer from Makeup Forever as a base before I apply any foundation. And the foundation that I'm using is the HD foundation number 140, also from Makeup Forever. And I'm using my Mint foundation brush, Mint brush number, oops, that was the right way, Mint brush number 10. You don't need to apply foundation all over. You could always just apply it where you need it to even out your skin tone and just make your skin look polished and flawless. And because we're doing a lighter lip, I'm just going to take my foundation brush and just sweep it over my lips so we can have a nice clean base to work with when we're doing our lip color. The concealer that I'm using is from Estee Lauder. It's the Double Wear Concealer, and I'm applying it with Mint brush number 12 concealer brush. The trick with concealer is you want to go about 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone or than your foundation. That way it's going to brighten up your eye area. Once you apply it, you can either blend it out with your finger or you can blend it out with a clean blending brush like Mint brush number 20. For powder, I'm using the new Pro Finish Compact Powder from Makeup Forever. I'm very excited about this powder. I'm going to do a review for it. This is my first time using it, and it's a beautiful pressed powder that can be used wet or dry. I'm just applying this in the areas where you can get a little bit of shine. You don't need to apply powder all over. Defining our eyebrows is going to really help accentuate this eye look. It's going to really frame it. So I'm starting off with my double-ended brow brush from Mint Brushes, and I'm just brushing up the hairs. And what you want to do is you want to kind of just line up to see where you want your eyebrow to start, which if you line up your brush from the side of your nose, this is where your eyebrow should start. So you could just kind of Make a note of that. Mine's pretty close. And then if you run this right through your pupil, that should be the highest point of your arch. And then if you run it along the outer corner of your eye, that should be where your eyebrow ends. I'm using a brow pencil. This is Lingering from MAC, just to fill in a little bit first, and then I'm going to add just a bit of eyeshadow as well. When you're picking an eyeshadow color for your brows, or just any color for your brows, you always want to go lighter than going darker, because if you go too dark, it could look very aging. So I have a really nice clean shape now with my brow. Now with the angle side of my brow brush, I'm going to go in with a light toned eyeshadow called Espresso from MAC, and I'm just going to use this just to go over the brow, just to set it all in place. For a bit of contour, I'm using my contour brush from Mint Brushes. This is Mint Brush number 16, and a bit of bronzer. This is from Joe Fresh. And you want to kind of do a fish face, really suck in your cheekbones so you could figure out where you want to contour apply the powder to really contour your cheeks. For blush, I'm using a really soft baby pink color from MAC. This is called Fleur Power, and I'm using the NARS Kabuki brush. And then for a bit of highlighting, I love this product from Lise Watier. It's their illuminating beads. This is from their spring collection. I'm using the new Mint Brush number 42 Skunk Brush to apply this. So they're little beads and they look like that, and you just kind of twirl your brush in them to pick up the powder, and it gives you a really beautiful highlight. And I like to apply it right on top of my cheekbones. You could also kind of go in the shape of a C around your temple. For lips, start off by lining your lips with a nude lip pencil. The color that I'm using is Subculture from MAC. If you tend to have slightly smaller lips, you could always cheat by just lining outside of your lip line. And for lip color, all I'm using is this really sheer gloss from the Body Shop in Vanilla Spice, and that's pretty much it. It's got a lot of sheer to it. But it's all you need for this look. So there you go. That is the final look for this everyday version of an Arabic style makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you get a chance to try it out, maybe for Valentine's Day. And if you do, please post pictures on my Facebook page. I'd love to see them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!